Ryan is with us in Starkville, Mississippi. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Good. How are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So me and my fiance are both 22 years old, graduating college, both from Mississippi State at the end of the month.
Wonderful. What are your degrees in?
I'm in construction management, and she is elementary ed.
Excellent. When are you getting married?
Both November or September 10th.
Good for you. I'm glad you got it straight.
Yeah.
All right, September 10th, big day, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. My question is, so neither of us will have debt. My parents helped me pay my way through college, and she had a full-ride scholarship through Excellence in Teaching program, so she just has to teach in Mississippi for 5 years after graduation. We'll have just under $100,000 of joint income once we're married, and we'll both be living with family, so very little expenses till then, so plan on saving as much as we can until we're married. Our question is, do we need to look at renting as our first housing option, or should we look at buying since we're both debt-free and have that leg up on some?
Well, you financially meet the guidelines that we give you for buying. We tell you to be debt-free, have an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses before you buy, and then buy a 15-year mortgage with a payment no more than a fourth of your take-home pay on a fixed-rate 15-year mortgage. That's the guidelines that we use. Now, I will tell you as a dad of 20-somethings and 30-somethings, and having coached folks for 30 years, I personally think you will make a much better housing decision if you wait 1 year. And so I would be looking for homes this time next year into the summer with the idea of closing in September, 1 year on your 1 year anniversary, give or take. It takes about a year of living together as a married couple to know how close to your mother-in-law to buy. You have to get to know each other to make a better decision. Right now, there's a lot of wonderful milestones happening in your life. You know, you would not be human if you didn't have stars in your eyes. You're getting married, you're graduating, you both got good careers, you're debt-free. Man, what a wonderful start you've got.
Yes.
Everything's great here. It's not going to kill you if you buy a house, but I think you'll buy a different house 1 year from marriage than you would have today. And if you start your real estate career at 23, 24 years old instead of 22 years old, that is not the end of the world. You are still going to be wealthy. You're still going to be fine. You haven't thrown the money away. You've just concentrated on your marriage. Spend the first year concentrating on your marriage, 100%. There's an old thing in the Old Testament in the Bible that they would not allow a soldier to go to war in the first year of marriage. In the first year of marriage, they had to stay home and get the home solid before they went off to war. Of course, they were often gone for years at a time when they went off to war, but so it's a little different. But it's a principle coming out of 2 Kings.
Yeah. Ryan, here's a little secret that when you become a homeowner, you start owning problems that happen with that home. And I think that Dave has nailed this. I think that in addition to what he said is to have a year of just renting a nice apartment. You guys can afford it and enjoy just living together and learning what kind of a home do we want. And as Dave has said so beautifully there, that is going to become more clear a year later. But, you don't need the additional stress that comes with marriage. Dealing with
new
being
jobs,
homeowners.
New jobs, new marriage. We're sharing silverware and mustard.
Yeah, come home, hang out at the pool at the apartment complex, be young and married with no kids and chill.
And just not have to think about, the gutter doesn't work.
I agree with that.
The heat and air is not working.
That's what nobody tells you.
You got to put up curtain rods, which that by the way is the third largest cause of divorce.
Yes,
hanging
it's
curtains.
True.
But
that's true. Because here's why. In Stacy's house, her dad did it. This is a true story. My wife, we've been married almost 23 years. In my house.
And he knew how to run a screwdriver.
He knew how to do it well.
Something
I don't know how to do.
Mr. Coleman might not know how to do.
I have no talent in that area. But you learn those things. What time do we eat dinner? They used to eat dinner at this time in my house. Who does what? My dad used to fill the dishwasher. Who knows? You got all these cultures.
You roll
these
the toothpaste
things.
or squeeze it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of major
Good
philosophical
call.
things that have to be.
Are you and
solved
Sharon
there.
in alignment on how to handle the tube of toothpaste? This is what people want to know.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, we each have our own and separate ends of that massive master
the
bedroom
right,
bathroom.
That's
so,
the right answer. That's where we had to go.
And that way she doesn't get in my way.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah, I didn't want to agree with that.
No, you better not.
No.
You, me, Stacy will all be in trouble. So yeah, you're that. But I mean, there is nothing wrong with, and Ryan, you're gonna get tremendous pressure from all these financial geniuses that aren't. Mm-hmm. You're just throwing your money away. You need to go buy, and it's okay. Yeah. I'm not suggesting you go a decade without home ownership. I'm talking about 12 freaking months. And let this thing have a little breathe, a little rhythm to it. Mm-hmm. And that's just an opinion, and it's probably worth what you paid for it, but I feel pretty strongly about that. I tell young couples that are getting married, wait at least a year to buy a home. You got enough other things you got to adjust in your life to get square on.